Narcissists do not leave behind meaningful legacies. They leave behind trails of destruction, confusion, and pain. Their names are not lovingly carved into memories or spoken with reverence. Instead, they become etched into the deepest scars of the people they wounded. When the end of a narcissist's life finally arrives, it does not resemble the touching, tear-filled scenes often associated with passing. There are no loved ones gathered close, whispering prayers or offering words of comfort. There are no warm hands intertwined with theirs, no final moments spent basking in the presence of those who cared. Instead, there is silence, a cold, deafening silence that says more than any words could. Not because the people they once knew were heartless, but because those people were forced to grieve the relationship long before the narcissist ever drew their last breath. The emotional deaths caused by years of manipulation, betrayal, gaslighting, and relentless cruelty had already taken their toll. The ones who once loved them were pushed away, discarded, or left broken, spending years learning how to rebuild themselves, how to reclaim their dignity, their voice, their sense of self. By the time the narcissist faces the reality of their own mortality, they have already lost everyone who might have once stood by their side. The ones they used and discarded have either long since walked away or are still on the painful, slow journey of healing from the damage inflicted upon them. Their true legacy is not love, not fond memories, not the kind of lasting impact that most hope to leave behind. It is loneliness. It is being surrounded by sterile machines rather than warm faces. It is lying in a cold hospital bed in an empty room, with only the mechanical hum of devices and the shallow sound of their own breathing keeping them company. No familiar faces appear at the door. No comforting hands reach out. No voices rise in prayer or song. The phone remains silent. The halls echo with absence, and when their final moment comes, it passes unnoticed by the world they once tried so hard to control. This is the true consequence of a life spent hurting others, not imprisonment, not public disgrace, but the slow, painful realization that in the end, no one remembers you fondly, no one grieves your absence, and no one carries your memory with love. The people whose hearts they once tried to dominate have moved on, or are still fighting to heal, but either way, they are no longer within reach. The narcissist becomes a ghost long before death claims them, forgotten not out of malice, but out of necessity. And in the end, their greatest punishment is not legal or worldly. It is being erased from the lives of those they tried to own, fading away into a loneliness they created for themselves.